Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. God, I've had some mares today. What's going on with this? Oh my god, everything's going wrong. Stop it, just everything work. So, posted I've got a new capture card. Capture card decides that, no, it's not going to play. Oh, why won't you tighten up? What's going on now? Come on, microphone. Do what you're told. Stay over there, that's what I want. Right. Yes, so tried my new capture card and can't get a picture through from the PlayStation, so sod it, back on the old card. But I had trouble getting a picture back out of that as well, so you're lucky I'm online tonight, or unlucky, depending on how you feel. But we are back tonight with round 3 of P1Rc Super Formula League. We are live from Suzuka Circuit tonight. The weather's looking a little bit wet, but we'll see how we get on in the race and qualifying. I say wet, it's looking a little bit moist out on track, that's about all. A little bit of mist in the air. So, points wise, after, sorry, round 5 we're on. Why have I put round 3? I don't know, because I'm a donut. So, round 5 we're at, I don't know, because we missed a round out, didn't we? Kind of. But we are leading the way with Dylan with 71 points on board in first. Manny in second. He's got himself 60 points. Third place is Dizzy. He's got himself 50 points. 42 points on board for fourth place Rob. Mockin has got himself 33 points for fifth. Dodgy is in sixth with 31 points. Skippy in fifth with... seventh with, I was looking at the S on Sundays. He's got himself 29 points for seventh. Pilgrim's 8th with 28 points. Rick 2 is in 9th with 26 points. Obi is in 10th with 24 points. 11th is Raffo with 22 points. And Valium is 12th with 16 points. And team-wise... at the minute, it's Alpine that are leading the way with 112 points. Team Ferrari not too far behind with 99 points. Aston Martin in third with 77 points. Red Bull in fourth with 46 points. Mercedes also on 46 points, so joint fourth. 33 points on for Team Haas in sixth. And seventh, we've got Williams with 31 points. So... merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Should you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Other than that, let's get ourselves in this lobby. So again, tell me if sounds are coming through all right, because again, I've had to take out capture cards and put capture cards back in and jiggle all my settings, so I don't know whether my sound's coming through all right or not. I don't want the sound. Oh, can I just... yeah, there you go. So I'm coming through all right. I don't know whether the cars are coming through all right. So we've got a qualifier going to start at about 5 past. I'm not sure whether they're going to have a full lobby reset when they do that. And then we go into a 40-minute endurance race here at Suzuka. Tricky circuit, this one. A few off-canvas corners. I have seen that they're able to take a lot of these corners at absolutely full tilt. The downforce on these Super Formula cars does give them a lot of grip, therefore. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, we do have to reset the lobby. Yeah, so they can push around sort of the first part of turn 1 without having to lift off the brakes through 130R. I've seen cars going through there absolute full pinned. So, have I got all my nonsense? get all my cameras that, yeah, then it kicks me out the cameras when the race starts. So, hot laps on the way then. Let's just catch up with Dylan. Are you going to put a hot lap in? Yeah, let's go for an onboard lap with Dylan. So, down the start, finish straight. Just to get ourselves a bit of off-board, we can have a better look at the track. So, round turn 1, it is a double apex, real fast turn. Again, they're taking that absolutely full speed, the first part of that into the S's. Carrying a lot of speed through these in these Super Formulas. Compared to something like the GR3s anyway. Through Dunlop down towards Degner 1, Degner 2, using all the track here then Dylan. Dab at the brakes at the 50 mark into Degner 1, into Degner 2. Keep, oh, a little wheel on the AstroTurf on the exit there. Caught him out a little bit. Down towards the hairpin, hard on the brakes. Careful not to spin the rear up coming out of here as well. He short shifts into second before dropping into third quickly. Just to stop the turbos kicking in and spinning the rear up on this car. Down towards Spoon, then through 200R. Again, perfect. Hits the apexes through there nicely. Keeps himself off the AstroTurf on the exit as well. Up the back straight then towards 130R. How fast is he going to be able to take this? 167, 168. Oh, he didn't lift, but he stuck 2 wheels a little bit too far on the dirt then. Sticks himself in the bin. So he has just got a couple of corners to go. He's just waiting for the damage to reset itself before he starts his next hot lap. Come on. No one quite behind him, so into Casino then. And then back onto this start finish straight to start another lap. So hopefully Dylan gets it right. This next one. Let's have a... So nobody put a hot lap in yet. Mocking Weeks. He's not going to be the first man to do it, is he? Not many in the lobby tonight, unfortunately. So it is Dizzy, the last man to finish our out lap then. It's going to be Mocking Weeks that crosses the line first. We'll see what sort of time he puts in. Still a tiny bit of glitching in these lobbies. We'll wait for the next download and see what happens. So 138.7 then for Mocking. Raffo not far. Raffo's come in the pits. And he's the next one to cross the line at 139.8, so not as quick as Mocking yet. I don't think it will be Dylan. No, it will be Pilgrim that crosses the line next. Oh, he's still on an outlap actually. Yeah, so it will be Dylan then with the next hot lap in. See if he gets this turn right this time. This is where we saw him get it wrong last time. Stays well off the curves on this lap. Driving for P1Rc then, Dylan. 137.6, so drops himself onto pole position. Pushes Mocking down a position. Manny's got himself third now. Raffo 206. He has been in the pit, so no actual hot lap, but he is sitting in fifth. Dizzy's just gone quicker though. Dizzy has put himself in a 137.1 for pole position, almost half a second quicker than Dylan. Still out on track though. Mocking Week still holding third. Manny fourth. Raffo fifth. Pilgrim still no hot lap yet. He's driven himself off track as well there, Pilgrim. S also out on a hot lap. Oh, he's got it right through through Spoon as well, has Pilgrim. Into the gravel he goes. He's got Rob S coming through as well. Stays off track while he does so. So it'll be Rob S then. Let's see what sort of time he puts in. Not as quick as those boys, I don't think. We'll see though. What's it? 1:33 already. I don't know. It's going to be close. 1:39.9. So he stays fifth, unfortunately. Raffo 6th. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's Raffo 7th now, and Pilgrim 6th. Not sure you're meant to be in here fly high, but they might allow you to race. Not many in the lobby tonight, unfortunately. Dizzy and Dylan both in the pits then. Mocking still out on track. He's just put a fresh set of tyres on himself. Dylan also back out the pits. Mocking running a little bit wide through Spoon. Keeps it on track though. It is an outlap, so you've not got to worry about the corners too much, to try to keep those tyres in good condition. Is it whoever's listening, is it coming through okay? I can see that there was 2 people listening, watching. Is the sound coming through okay? Another dip on the wheel there for Mocking. Again, just keeping those tyres as fresh as he can. Back out on a fast lap now then for Mocking Weeks. But it is still Dizzy on pole for the time being. 1:37.1 is the time to beat. Dylan fastest rival at the minute. 0.4 of a second back. Mocking's another 1.1 back. Manny another second back in 4th. Rob S is just 0.1 back in 5th. Parked up at the minute. Seems like he's going to settle with that position. Raffo is in 6th, 140.4. So half a second back from Rob. Pilgrim, unfortunately, another 12 seconds. Oh, sorry, another 9 seconds back. He just crosses the line. 49.4. Struggling here tonight, I think, Pilgrim. And then Fly High. So you're in a Haas livery, which makes me think you might have something to do with this group. So yeah, you get on then. It is still this man. Still a full 0.4 of a second quicker than anyone else on track. Again, just a tiny little bit of glitching coming from these lobbies still. See Dizzy's car just sketching around a tiny little bit. Doesn't happen with all drivers. See Dylan looking pretty smooth. The tiny bit of glitching from Dylan. Mocking Weeks. Yeah, again, always on the corners. They look pretty good on the straights. They just look terrible going around the corners. Bobblehead on. Raffo 5th. He's gone a little bit quicker, 1:38.9, so throws himself in front of Rob. Rob's back out on track. He's not having that. So Pilgrim 1:40.2 for him at the minute. Oh, that's going to do him no favours though. Fly High again. Nobody seems to be kicking you out of the lobby, so looks like you're in for the race tonight, my friend. Pilgrim's giving it up, so 10 minutes qualifying over. Dylan now. Ooh. No. It It's still going to be Dizzy on pole with that 1:30, so he's gone quick up. Where's his times? Why aren't your times showing up? Because you've been back in the pits, you swine. 1:36.9 though on board for Dizzy. Mocking Weeks as well. Just pips Dylan right at the end of qualifying there as well. Dylan's still out on track though. Opportunities. It is Dizzy on pole. It doesn't show it on the screen at the minute because he's in the pits. He is carrying the fastest lap. Let's see what Dylan can do here. No lift through 1:30R, keeps it pressed. Down into Casino Triangle, cleanly through there. Just this last corner to go. What's it going to be? It's going to be a quick one. But it's not quick enough. It is still Dizzy on pole with a 1:36.9. Then Dylan was close. Oh. 1:36.920. Why does it say he's quarter of a second back then when he wasn't? There you go, Flying High has left the room, so it is just the 7 drivers then. It's not going to be good for points. I think it's only Team Ferrari. These boys, Team Alpine, that have got a full team tonight. Right, so we're going to watch the first couple of corners and then I've got to leave the lobby and come back to gain all cameras. It is Dizzy on pole, Dylan in second, Mocking Weeks third, Manny in fourth, Raffo fifth, Rob S in sixth and Pilgrim in seventh. Unfortunately, only 7 drivers. Oh, we've got a false start from somebody. Somebody caused chaos off the grid. I'm not too sure. Was it Mocking? False starting. It's all the way at the back of the pack. So it is Dylan that leads us away then. Being closely chased by Dizzy. A little bit of a gap developed already between second and third. So I've got to leave and come back quickly because otherwise I don't get all cameras. There you go. Cornplay station sorted out. Dylan then 1.3 second lead currently over Dizzy in second, 1.5 second. Dizzy also carrying 1.2 over Manny. Manny's sitting in third. He's got Rob S all over the back of him as they head up this 200R down towards Spoon. Oof. With Rob S then as he looks to hunt down Manny, needs to stick with him, get a good run up this back stretch if he wants to make a move. Oh, loses out on the exit though, loses a bit of time to Manny as they run up the hill, so that opportunity now gone. Raffo not too far back, 1.4 seconds, Mocking with that very poor start, 10 seconds down. And then Pilgrim also not having a great start. He's at the back of the pack now. Mocking's managed to get past him, 1.7 seconds down from Mocking. Tall order for Mocking to try and get back up to the front. We'll see what happens though. 40 minutes is a long old race. Dylan still leads them through into turn 1 to start lap 2. Still got Dizzy for company. Less than a second between these two now. Both on the same tyre as well on the softs. Losing time to these boys in front, 3.3 seconds down already, and we're only into lap 2. Raffo then another 2.5 seconds back, 10.5 seconds back to Rob S in 5th. He's got his teammate Mocking looking to make a way past. Through he goes. Oh, Rob S getting it all wrong. He's at the back of the pack. A little bit of front end damage he's got to contend with for a few corners. think there was contact between the two teammates. It might have just been an incident like that where the back end span up a little bit. So Dylan up front still leads, pulled a bit more time over Dizzy as well, 1.5 seconds, so out of slipstream range at the minute for Dizzy. They have got the overtake function to use. The gauge on your bottom right hand side of the screen is it's like a KERS system, I suppose, DRS, depending how you want to look at it. Just give them a little bit of extra power down the straights. You'll see when it operates because it'll be highlighted red. Just again, looking to close that gap down at 1.3 seconds, pulls a little bit of time back. Still pulling time over this man though. 5.3 seconds back at the minute is Manny. Raffo another 2.5 seconds back, mocking Weeks now 10.3 back from Raffo. Again, a bit of work for Mocking to do after that poor start. Pilgrim 3 seconds back, and Rob S another 12.5 seconds back. There's the overtake function being used. Again, unfortunately, if you're not used to it, that can be the outcome. Carrying far too much speed into turn one. Rob S fires himself off track. Back up front, that gap yo-yoing back down to less than a second now. Let's get on board with a Diz. He is close enough now to be getting a tow. Dylan goes a little bit wide, that's going to slow him down a little bit as well. I don't think Diz is going to be able to make the move before 130R, but he's going to close up as he heads towards Casino. Make a move down the start finish straight here. Is he just going to sit himself behind Dylan, let him do all the work? Good exit for Dylan. Pulls a little bit of time back over Dizzy. Dizzy though, fastest lap of the race so far. Overtake function being used to catch back up. Half a second gap now between these two. Carrying so much speed into turn one. Oh, a little bit wide there for Manny. Sorry, for Dizzy. What it's like from Dylan's perspective looking back. There is the chasing Dizzy. Still 1.1 seconds the gap. There's a little bit of gets a tiny bit of a kick on as he runs out of Degner 2 down towards the hairpin. Pulls a little bit of time again on Dizzy. Make it up through the last few corners though, Diz. Gap back up to 1.2, almost 1.3 seconds. There's your race leaders, Dylan and Dizzy, heading up the back straight then. Great big gaps between themselves in third place. 10 seconds now back to Manny. Raffo's pulled a bit of time though. He's managed to gain half a second on Manny. Guess that gap was 2 seconds. Loses a little bit on the exit of Spoon. But Mocking Weeks is putting stomping laps in. He's brought that gap from 10 seconds down to 6.5. Using a little bit of his overtake function. He is blowing through his tyres quite quickly. Pilgrim's had another nightmare, I think. 21.8, 22 seconds down, and being harassed by Rob S at the minute. So I'm not sure if these two have had a little coming together and now just racing against each other. Race still on at the front then, just 1.1 seconds between these top two. A little bit more of the overtake function used by Dizzy. Not by a lot though. Almost identical on fuel and tyres. Keep an eye on that gap between Raffo and Mocking Weeks as well. We'll keep an eye on the gap between Raffo and Manny as well. Oh, that was coming down. It was it was below 2 seconds, but now it's at 3.1. So the gap between Raffo and Mocking down to 4.2. just coming out the hairpin. Should see a Raffo on track if the camera pans up high enough. There he is, just going through Spoon then is Raffo. Gap coming down again between Raffo and Mockin. 20.9 seconds back from race leader Dylan. Or overtake function used up the backstretch. Another half a second taken out of Raffo's time. Pilgrim and Rob S still pretty much neck and neck. Same with the top two as well, Dylan and Dizzy. Again, less than a second between these two. Very closely matched. Dizzy is still holding that fastest lap at the minute, 1:37.0. A bit of time though, Diz gap back to 1.2, 1.3 seconds. Manny 14.6 down, 3 seconds back for Raffo. Mockin Wheat's now 2.5 seconds down. So looking for fourth in the first stint then, Mockin. Let's get ourselves a bit of onboard. Time on the screen's no good right there, is it? It's better. Gap still coming down between 4th and 5th place, 2.1, 1.9. Closing as they head up this backstretch. He's not that far in front either, to be honest. There could be 2 positions on the card here for Mockin. Just got to push that a little bit more, but he's got to be careful of these tyres, waiting for these to drop off. Just seem to be you can carry an awful lot more lap times on worn out tyres these days on the new game. Down to a second then between Mockin and Raffo. Speed through turn 1, that's for sure. Closes up again, less than a second between these two. Raffo dips a wheel on the grass. .8 of a second. Closing up here, Mockin. 3/4 of a second into Degner 1, into Degner 2. Closing up again, down to 0.6 of a second. There is Manny just in front. Oh, that's it. Raffo spun himself out of the hairpin. Mockin Wheats goes through into 4th then. Raffo, unfortunately, is going to pick up a little bit of damage from that. He's got a great big gap behind him though. So it is now Mockin Wheats on the hunt for 3rd place. Manny just 3.4 seconds up the road. There he is. Another position on the cards pretty soon then for Mockin. Let's go and see what's happening back up front. So Dylan stretched that gap out a tiny little bit more, 1.4, nearly 1.5 seconds. It stretches to 1.5 now. So Dizzy a little bit worse on tyre wear. Worse on fuel, he's used a little bit more fuel. It's all working in Dylan's favour at the minute, I think. Dizzy's got a lot less of that overtake function left to use as well, so Dylan in a good position here. Manny then 20, nearly 21 seconds back in 3rd position, still being closed up by Mockin. That gap down to 2 seconds then. Again, just that glitching on the corners from these drivers. Degner 2, there is Manny. This is where we saw the overtake last time when Raffo pinned it into the wall. He has managed to keep hold of 5th position. He's now 9 seconds back from Mocking Weeks, who we are on board with. Into Spoon again. That gap comes down to below 2 seconds, 1.7. 0.6 closes up this backstretch. More overtake function used then by Mockin. Full tilt through 130R down towards Casino. Taking a little bit more time out of Manny. Gap down to 1.5 seconds. More overtake function. Get ourselves out of this view and go and see Pilgrim then letting teammate Dylan through. Dizzy, oh, what's Dizzy's been in the pits, fresh set of tyres, okay. 18.6 seconds down. Let's see what happens when Dylan comes in. And when will he come in? Still putting in 36 on the laps there is Dylan. Was Dizzy actually. We'll see what he can do with a fresh set of tyres on. A little bit less fuel on board as well. So now 7.5 seconds back is Manny due to that stop, but he has got Mocking Weeks 1.3 seconds behind him. Rob S also in the pits this lap. Into Spoon then for Mockin. Just a second between these two now. To Casino we go again. Takes another 10th out of Manny's time. Stretches back out on the exit though. Down to 3/4 of a second, getting a good slipstream down here. Don't think he'll be able to make a move into turn 1. But bringing the time down between himself and that 3rd place. Gap down to half a second then. When are we going to see Dylan in the pits? When we see Dylan come in the pits, we'll have a flick over to Dizzy. See whether he's managed to pull the undercut on Dylan. To see the wear on Mockin's front right hand tyre there. Now you just see it on the left hand side, the graining appearing. Wear starting to kick in. Plenty of grip on track by the looks of it. Dylan still out on those warm softs though, quite happy with his lap times on those. Almost back up to a second then, Manny. Again, closing up, but it's not going to be enough again up back straight. Easing down a little bit again towards Casino, but has to hold on to that second gap at the minute. Dizzy bringing the times down a little bit. Dylan actually now putting fastest lap of the race in 1:36.4. It's on lap 6 as well. Look at that. Oh, he spun it. He spun it at Degner 2. The tyres have caught him out. We're going to see this gap between himself and Dizzy come down rapidly then. Dizzy into Degner 1, into Degner 2. Coming up towards the hairpin. And Dylan's got it backwards again at the hairpin. Up any damage, but he's got absolutely no life left in his rear tyres. Back end of that, there you go, the back end of the Ferrari just spinning around at every opportunity. He's left his pits far too long. That allows Dizzy through then into race lead. Dylan really struggling to get this car pointed in the right direction. Going to see Manny and Mock. There goes Manny, in fact. Raffo's gone through. Mockin spun it as well. He's picked up damage. The tyre wear has really kicked in. Both of these drivers. Rear end damage for Mockin, down in 5th place now as well. So real big shake up here. And Dylan's round again. Just can't even get this. Look, he can't even get this thing going in a straight line. It just wants to throw itself off. Raffo goes past him. Having to use his overtake function now, but even with the toe up the hill, that car's just so loose. He's really having to back it off through 130R, and it's gone backwards anyway. It's all going in the bin here for Dylan. Mockin Weeks not having the greatest of races either. He's a very similar position on tyre wear, now only 19 seconds back from Dylan. And he's also done exactly the same. Those rears, once they're gone, there's absolutely zero grip left. Those boys have left it far too long. Dylan in the pits now then. He's managed to get it round. But he's now all the way down in 4th position. Oh, sorry, I forget. It doesn't jump through the cars nicely. It flicks through them individually, so it gives you lot epilepsy. So look at the gap Dizzy's got now then. 18 seconds over Manny. Tyres looking a lot better on Dizzy's car as well. Manny's going to have to come in reasonably soon on those mediums. So just coming up to the halfway point, we've had a couple of the main contenders have a terrible race first stints. Dylan leading the race. Had a bit of a battle with Dizzy for a few laps. Gap yo-yoing, but just let his tyres run far too long. Put himself backwards almost for a full lap on every corner. Now a long way back, 1 minute and 11 seconds back from race leader. Oh, you'll be hearing all the swear words. Rob S then in 5th. Mockin Weeks in 6th, but a long way back, 18 seconds. Again, both Dylan and Mockin let their tyres go for far too long. Rears blew out. And that was it. Around they went. So, really, it's every man for themselves now. Nobody close on track anymore. Final 20 minutes, or 19 minutes of this race remaining. See what Dylan can do though. He's where is he? 4th, 32 seconds down from Raffo, so he's still got a lot of work to even get onto the podium here tonight. Dizzy, race leader, now 22.5 seconds ahead of anybody else on track. Just retaken fastest lap as well with a 1:36.0. It's the same as his qualifying time, I think. Or was he? Did he manage to get a 1:35.9? I think he did, didn't he? Was it a 1:36.9? I can't remember. Still popping in purple sectors though, even on a semi-worn set of soft tyres here. So Dylan's thrown it in the bin, Mockin Weeks has thrown it in the bin. Paddy's been in the bin a few times, I think. Doing nothing but pulling away at the minute, Dizzy. Manny is unable on that worn set of mediums to close the gap back up on him. Right, this is the problem with buying all black lighters and all black everything else. It just gets lost. Manny, then his medium tyres looking a little bit worn. He's got to be careful he doesn't start spinning around as well. I don't know how these will react compared to the softs. How have we managed to lose that? Still pulling more time out than Dizzy. Nobody touching him tonight. So Rafo's still another 26 seconds back in third position. Dylan's still another 23 back in fourth. He's bringing that time down between himself and Rafo, but more time between himself and Dizzy. That gap's gone from 1 minute 11 to 1 minute 16. Rob S then in fifth. Oof, dipping wheels on the grass, got to be careful. Rocking week 6, he's done the same thing as Dylan, unfortunately. He's let his tyres run too far down and ended up spinning himself off track a few times, this corner in particular. Way down in 6th at the minute, 13.4 seconds down from teammate Rob S. So still got 31 seconds over Pilgrim. Pilgrim again needs to just be careful that the drop off of these tyres doesn't catch him out. Absolutely no threat. He's even gone quicker, has Dizzy. 1:35.9. 31 second lead at the minute over Manny. Rafo another 46 seconds down. Rafo had a little bit of an off-track moment. He must have, because Dylan is now only 2.4, less than that, 2 seconds behind him. Yeah, the tyres of Rafo's Haas causing him issues. Manages to just keep it in a straight line going through 130R, but I'm sure we'll see him in the pits this lap, which will then release Dylan back into third. He stays out actually, Rafo. It's a brave move. Dylan now just a second back. Up down into turn 1, not able to get the move. Still losing time to the race leader though. Another 2 seconds dropped for, sorry, that's Dylan. Yeah, still 2 seconds for Dylan as well. Race leader is in the pits now though. Are we going to see Manny come in, or is he going to stay out for another couple of laps? In comes Diz then. Take on board fuel or just tyres and go for a final stint. A little bit of fuel. Then we'll see what that does for the gap between himself and Manny. Drops it to 20 seconds. Again, Manny's going to have to come in for tyres at some point as well though. Rafo under all sorts of pressure from Dylan. Fresh soft versus worn out mediums fight here. Again, Rafo might have just let his tyres run a little bit too long. Losing more time to race leader. Not able to get past yet Dylan. He sweeps up the inside into Casino though. Makes that move nice and cleanly up the inside into third he goes. Still 45 seconds back from Manny. 12 and a half minutes left to try and do anything with that. He has managed to get himself back on the podium. We'll keep our eye on that time. Rafo stops out again on those medium tyres. I think that's going to do you many favours this lap. Rob S then across the line in 5th, 16 seconds down at the minute. Mocking Weeks closing up again, 9 seconds back. It's that full start finish straight. Unfortunately, Pilgrim another 53 seconds back. Dizzy putting those consistent laps in. Being challenged at the minute, 18 and a half seconds it was. Manny from second place has now thrown himself in the pits. What does that do for Dylan? Just goes through Spoon. I think Manny's going to get out in front of him. Dylan's gone for the long haul as well. I didn't realise he'd put a set of mediums on. Might be running to the end of the race here, just stopping for fuel. Don't know. Manny back out of the pits, a fresh set of tyres on. Let's just see what the gap is between himself and Dylan. Well, Dylan's come in the pits anyway, so that negates that fight. He's had those mediums on for a few laps. He's getting rid of those. Raffo comes in as well. He's definitely had enough of his mediums. So where does that put Mockin? Casino he goes. Dylan and Raffo still in the pit lane. Dylan's released now though. Weeks won't close up on him. He might get past Raffo. Not close enough into turn 1, I don't think, is Mockin. He will close up on that 4th place man. Again, it'll be a worn set of softs versus a fresh set of softs. Raffo should be able to hold this position, but nothing's a guarantee. Rob S in the pits as well. He's just sticking himself on a fresh set of softs as this stint as well. Pilgrim's got himself off at Spoon for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, he's just trying to get that thing pointing in a straight line now. Oh my god. Dizzy then back up front. Untouchable tonight. 36 and a half seconds. Was harassing Dylan for the first stint of this race. Unfortunately, Dizzy came in a little bit early, put some fresh tyres on. Dylan didn't, and the result was Dylan managed to spin it round backwards almost a full lap, which has put him well off the back of a lot of these drivers. He's managed to get himself back up to 3rd though. He probably, oh no, he's just come in, hasn't he? So he's still got a fresh set of tyres on. Can he do anything about these two? He's still got a great big gap in front as well to Manny. He's also just got himself a fresh set of softs on. Maybe a lap earlier than Dylan. Yeah, it's almost a 1/3 of the track, really. Raffo and Mockin Weeks have come closer together. Again, Raffo on that fresh set of softs. Mockin Weeks has got to watch that he doesn't let these softs drop off too much as well. Rob S, 30.5 seconds back from his teammates' battle. Under no threat though. Pilgrim another 35 seconds down. The only real battle is this one here between Raffo and Mockin, but again I don't think this is going to be much of a battle with the difference in tyres. Will Mockin try and run the last 7.5 minutes on these tyres? I don't know. Else decide they need to pit. Rob S should be okay till the end of the race. Pilgrim possibly. Dizzy possibly. Same for Manny, same for Dylan really. Raffo looks pretty good. Could all be about mocking weeks. Keeps that gap between himself and the fourth place driver at 0.6 of a second down the start-finish straight. Again, that rear right is wearing out quicker than anything else. Sorry, rear left, apologies. Stretching up to a second again. Looks like Raffo's just able to carry a little bit more speed through these faster turns. Pulls that little bit of a gap from mocking weeks. Oh, a little bit heavy through Degner 1. Manages to keep control of it. Raffo looks like he made a slight mess of Degner 2. So he keeps mocking just outside of that second range at the minute. Just keep losing time as this race continues. That rear left looking a lot more red than it was. Gets the gap back down to less than a second on the exit of Spoon. It's almost out of overtake function as well though, mocking. Just be what's keeping him in touch with Raffo at the minute. Once he loses that, I think Raffo's still got a little bit as well. Weeks closes up again, got the gap down to less than half a second. Won't be able to get the move done into turn 1 again though. Nowhere to go through the S's. Turns, Raffo's able to pull that little bit of time away from mocking. Into Degner 1, down towards Degner 2. Mocking comes screaming in. Keeps that gap at 0.6. Fairly well mocking, but again I don't think those tyres are going to last him. Loses time out of Spoon. That gap stretches straight back up to over a second out of there. Mocking weeks just having to hold off the power. On board with mocking, we look at his tyres. They're going to have him backwards again if he stops out for another lap maybe. 4 minutes remaining. He's going to comes in the pits lastminute.com for mocking. So back up to race leader Dizzy then, now 40.3 seconds ahead. Plenty of life left in his tyres for the last couple of laps. Same for Manny, under no threat as well, still 35 seconds behind to Dylan in third. 16 seconds back to Raffo in fourth. Mocking weeks back out the pits then, 18 seconds down, holding on to fifth position. Rob S on a decent set of softs as well, 12, nearly 13 seconds back in sixth. And Pilgrim sitting the last bit of the race out maybe. Certainly not coming back out on track, that's for sure. Dizzy now then, little back marker to get past. Who is it? Is it Raffo? He's coming to pass. Fourth place Raffo, Dizzy coming up to lap him then. 42 second gap as well between himself and Manny. 1.5 minutes then. 2 laps remaining. It's going to be good points on the board for Alpine tonight. First and second. Dylan in the Ferrari trying to hold on to those third place points. He's got 20 seconds over Raffo. Bringing that time down, but again, last 2 laps, it's not going to make any headway. No more positions to be made anyway. S looks like he's going to come in 6th as well. So we have got big gaps on times, but there are a couple of drivers that are pretty close. Just Dizzy coming up behind. I don't know who it is actually. Is it still Raffo you're trying to get past? Yeah. Peels himself over to the left hand side on the exit. Spoon allows Dizzy to come through. Into the final minute of the race timer then. Just got across the line and finished the laps. Again, not everybody's going to get across the line though with the gaps they are. Might just be Dizzy and Raffo, the back markers. Manny then into Spoon. 15 seconds on the race timer. Could be the first man to cross the line here, and he is going to be through 130R then down towards Casino. Just got to get through this cleanly. And it takes a second then at Manny. Dylan is going to come home for 3rd. We have got another driver just about to cross the line. It's Rob S. So he's going to take 6th. And Dylan then, he's going to come home for 3rd position. Yeah, not too bad. He's a long way back, but not too bad considering he's had a very poor couple of laps halfway through. 3rd place then for Dylan. Raffo. It's not going to be you next. It's going to be this man Dizzy, the race leader. Into Casino he goes for the final time. Keeps it pointing in the right direction and comes across the line then to take the win here at round 5 at Suzuka. And who else are we waiting on? Raffo then takes 4th position. Will take 5th. Rob S has already crossed the line for 6th. And Pilgrim now back out on track. I don't even know if he's going to finish this lap, but it is Mocking Weeks. Then he comes home to take 5th position, backwards and into the wall. Oh, Pilgrim, not sure where he's going, but he's off track. Left the race. So that's it. Dizzy takes the win here tonight at Suzuka. Again, it's good points on the board for Team Alpine, 1st and 2nd. That'll pull them a little bit further away from Ferrari in 2nd place in the team championship. Yeah, just letting those tyres drop off for Mockin and Dylan was their downfall, unfortunately. So, why hasn't this race finished? There it is. Daylight robbery saying Dizzy, well, did become an easy win for him in the end. A good 40 seconds ahead of anyone else on track. Again, him and Dylan were pretty much, there was a second-ish yo-yoing between those two for the first stint. Dizzy came in a little bit earlier than Dylan. Dylan stopped out for a couple more laps, wore his tyres out a little bit too much and put himself backwards. And Mocking Weeks decided to follow suit, unfortunately, so the both of them not having the best of races. putting themselves in the wall for a lap or two. So, a bit of a shame for those two. I am back tomorrow night. I'm going to have a go again at trying to get this goddamn capture card working and try and get the full shebang 4K running. We'll see what happens. Yes, but I'm back tomorrow night at 8:30 again for the DMK DK10 Team Endurance League. No idea where we're at tomorrow, but yeah, back tomorrow night, 8:30. Come and check it out. Other than that, back same time, same place next week, 9 o'clock. Yeah, hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.